Welcome to a bonus rant episode of Mi Casa Your Market. I know it's unfamiliar surroundings. Don't worry, at the end of the video, it'll all make sense. We went long on this one. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Hello, my name is Angel. I'm a licensed real estate professional. I've also been in sales for over a decade.
Hello, my name is Angie, listing specialist and licensed real estate professional.
And I'm Austin. I'm the lead creative at Caldwell Banker Coast Realty.
All right. So obviously, you can tell our surroundings are different.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. At the end of the episode, it'll all make sense. But special shout out to the Bloom Lounge for sponsoring today's Mi Casa Your Market. Thank you very much for allowing us to use this amazing creative space.
So cool.
Today's episode is going to be a little different. It's just a bonus rant episode. This one was put together because of an opportunity that we had to pounce on. Instead of just doing the usual, we're going to go on a little bit of a rant. Everybody's got a question they want to bring in. Let's get this party started.
Let's do it.
Mine's going to be entertainment-wise.
All right.
So I want to pick some brains. You and I were having a little bit of this conversation yesterday at the meet and mingle. But what was the last movie that you saw that either surprised you that you enjoyed it or surprised you on how good it was?
How good it was.
Honestly, we were talking about Obsession. I think Obsession was that one where I was super surprised. I didn't think I was going to like it.
Okay.
Honestly. And I thought everyone hyped it up way too much. I was like, this is just going to be another low budget
another
movie.
A24 movie, whatever it is.
But I got in and I was on the edge of my seat, literally cringing at how much this was making me uncomfortable.
It's
the
such
entire
a good movie. Have you seen?
Not yet.
Oh,
not yet. It is on my list.
Spoiler-free review, please. Spoiler-free review. But yes, it is magnifique.
Yeah.
You gotta add it to your list.
I do, and I have it on my list. I have that one and Hail Mary's Project.
Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary.
That one's great.
So I got that one,
really
and it just came out, I think, available on HBO or Prime.
On Prime.
On Prime, so I'm like, yes, I'm gonna watch it.
So that is actually, then you mentioned it, that was my pick. Because I went into watching Project Hail Mary. First, I'm a post-Notebook. Let me say that. I am a fan of Ryan Gosling. Post-Notebook. Obviously, Notebook is a staple of his. But the stuff that he's done post that, including his action roles, his comedic roles.
Oh, I love him.
I liked his versatility outside of being a teenage heartthrob. I really did. Yeah. So I went into it as like, hey, it's a Ryan Gosling movie. You know, I enjoy watching the dude outside of his comfort zone. Or I guess it's not his comfort zone because the dude's versatile as can be.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to love that movie as much as I freaking did. I was really not expecting
it. Incredible.
I don't want to spoil it, but it brought me back a flashback of, you guys remember Castaway?
Yes. Oh, yes.
That everybody cried for Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hail Mary did that times 3. Because you got to watch it. I don't want to spoil anything for you. But I was not expecting to enjoy that movie. At the end of the movie, when we finished watching it, both me and my wife just looked at each other like, this is a damn good movie for no reason. For absolutely no reason, this is an amazing movie to watch.
Do you know Ryan Gosling spearheaded the making of that movie?
I had no idea.
Yeah, he read the book, loved it, and made it. He produced most of the movie himself.
So
he was a big driving factor of why that movie got created. And did you know they use hardly any CGI?
Oh, really?
It's almost mostly practical. No, it's a puppet.
Oh, wow!
It's puppeteering, and they use practical effects like lights and things like that in studio to make all, with no spoilers, just the lights and stuff.
That makes it even more amazing.
Yeah.
No, that movie was phenomenal. You've got to... That's
super cool.
Those two movies are really good. But what was the last time you saw a movie and you're like, I did not expect to like this much?
Might be controversial. I don't know if you guys watched it. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Yeah.
I think that was the last movie I watched. I was like, what the beep?
I didn't finish it.
It was. I don't know. I like there was so many mixed reviews and everything, but from the start, like you think it's gonna go this way, and there's just plot twist after plot twist.
Yeah.
And it does have a beautiful message at the end that just you don't expect it from the beginning. You have to like wait till the very end to be like, oh, I get it. It's beautiful. It's sad. It's just. It's all these emotions, but the way it's conveyed and the art of like the cinematography and all of it is like, wow. It's great.
I've got a serious gripe with reviews. It seems like nowadays everybody is basing whether they're going to watch something or not on Rotten Tomato. And I've watched 90%, 80 percentile, 100 percentile on Rotten Tomato. That just ain't it, Chief. And I've stopped looking at the ratings.
You got to think of the initial Rotten Tomato critics. They're critics.
Yeah.
They're movie snobs.
Yeah.
They're looking at the little intricate details of that movie that go into that other people, normal people like most of us, will never see.
Which I do appreciate that they now put the little popcorn rating instead of just the Rotten Tomato rating.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I hold more weight on the popcorn rating. I saw a movie the other day where Rotten Tomato gave it a 50%. That's a horrible movie, according to Rotten Tomato. But the viewership was at 80-something. Can't remember the movie now, but when we saw it, both me and my wife enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a horror movie. I can't remember what it was now. We're big horror buffs. We'll watch, A-roll, B-roll, and C-roll movies. We don't care. We love those things. But it was a great movie, so if I can see that little popcorn, I put more weight on that little popcorn than I do on the actual Rotten Tomato score.
Right.
Because, I mean, we were talking yesterday, we went through a list and one of their horror movies that has 100% is an absolute crap movie to me.
Oh.
Don't want to mention name or anything, but it was an absolute garbage movie to me.
It happens.
And I just don't agree with it at all.
It's all about the art.
And then you look at the popcorn viewership on it, it's at 48%. Like, what's going on there?
I stopped trusting. I don't read those because I've like taken so much opportunity from other films that eventually I've come to watch them.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like it doesn't do justice
It doesn't.
because whatever I like is not the same thing the other person will like. And so.
Yep. We saw one the other day, The Passenger. It's a it's a B-roll horror movie. It's nothing, no gigantic production or anything like that. The premise is kind of kooky, but Rotten Tomato gave it a 40-something%. And yes, it's not an amazing horror movie. It's not, The Quiet Place. It's not one of these big blockbusters that we've gotten recently.
Yeah.
But it was an enjoyable movie. And it has some really good scares and some really good suspenseful moments.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed the heck out of it. So I've stopped looking at the ratings. But thank you for that. So now we're going to switch from movie to now I want to ask, tell me a TV show that's got you locked in. Can be any genre. Can be, physical, musical, anime, doesn't matter. That's got you locked in and you weren't expecting to be this locked in.
It's a hard one. I feel like I've finished so many series recently that have been really long.
But which one did you give a chance and you were like, I had no idea I was going to be this locked into this?
Right now I'm watching Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh my God, the old one.
The old one.
That's a classic. That's a great series.
I saw the new one come out and I never had really watched the old one too much because it came out when I was like
the new one. The new one is banking way too much on the nostalgia pill, and I get it. Make it, make your money.
It?
Yeah.
Okay,
make your money however you want to. But the original Malcolm in the Middle. This Angie's lost because this is.
But
I'm entertained.
I'm into it right now because there's a lot of nostalgia to it.
Yeah,
because I grew up in that era, and everything about it is early 2000s. Yeah. And I really am feeling.
Oh, I love Malcolm in the Middle. That was one of my go-to shows back in the day.
I'm like, this feels like me in high school or middle school or elementary. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we had a bunch of shows like that. Malcolm in the Middle, Pete and Pete. What was it? Boy Meets World. There were so many shows. Everybody Hates Chris. Bobby's World. Yeah.
For some reason, I get really into early 2000s sitcoms.
It's because it's your childhood, bro.
Me and my wife have been watching How I Met Your Mother.
Oh!
For like 2 years now.
Bart, I live my life by the book of Barney. He has an entire book written on how you live your life. Huh?
Don't let your wife hear that.
Yeah, no. It's a joke. She doesn't like How I Met Your Mother. That saddens me. Yeah, she doesn't.
I love it.
She is from the Friends.
When I was a kid, I was fully into Full House.
Full House is a great show.
I watched all of Full House.
Oh yeah,
and loved it. I also loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Of course, that's
great.
That's a classic. Family Matters.
Yeah.
While we're mentioning him, Steve
Matters.
Urkel. Those are all classics. All right, so you're Malcolm in the Middle. That's a surprise pick.
Yeah,
that is
right?
a surprise pick.
Right.
I was not expecting to hear that.
She's like, why are you watching this?
I'm locked in.
I'm
sorry.
So leave me alone.
I'm 3 or 4. So.
How about you,
That's
Angie?
very interesting.
What's got you hooked right now?
Right now?
Well,
Okay,
it could be right now, but what's got you
Lord.
hooked that you were not expecting to be?
I have
gay?
two. Definitely two. So one is shout out to the anime fans out there.
Anime fandom. Bring it in.
Fandom. I'm a very romance girly, and ever since I have my partner, he watches something, I try a little bit. If I like it, good. If not, I'll leave it. But the one show I watched on my own, and I finished that, and eventually, the new season came out, I started watching it with him, was Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
I do not know what it was about it.
Kyoiki Tenkai.
From the very beginning, I was hooked on it. And just the story and the complication. Right now, it's like very complicated. I'm like, let me hit stop and read the instructions, because just to give you some context, some of these animes just give you a full explanation on what the superpower, so what a technique is. And it's just, you have to take a minute to really take it in, because if not, it'll go too quick. It's a lot. It's a lot of information, but oh Lord, I love it.
I think it's one of the few. There's very few animes that I rewatch. They're very few in between. Obviously, as far as a classic goes, you had no choice back in the day, because you were only in our age. I'm older. You were locked into cable TV. There was no streaming services, so you had no choice but to watch the same episodes of Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, and Ranma, and Inuyasha over and over and over again. Yeah. But since the age of streaming, there's been very few. So, Naruto was my number one anime. I've rewatched that one many a times. Attack on Titan is my number one anime. I've rewatched that 3 times at least. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, I watched again, not because I wanted to, I felt like I needed to, because of what you said.
Of the news.
There was a lot of intricacies that I had missed before, especially when you go, you pass season 1, then you watch the movie, and then you go into season 2. There's a lot that where are the dots? And the dots are there. You just missed it. But yeah, that's a good shout out for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Daddy Gojo, you're the best.
Satoru Gojo.
Yeah.
So aside from that one, I have to say shout out to The Office. I watched that in that time where I'm like getting out of the teenage years and becoming an adult. Of course, the first season, a lot of people that are fans, we know first season is hard to get by, but after you get that, I've watched the show by now probably more than 10 times.
Meme-worthy. It's such a good one.
You cannot continue that show nowadays.
I've never gone to The Office. It's
There's 2 shows. If The Office intrigues you, you've got The Office, and then you got Parks and Recreation.
Yep. Never got into either.
Those 2, there are so many meme-worthy.
Have you watched Community?
No, I haven't. I've heard of it.
It's so funny.
So if I like The Office and Parks and Rec, Community will be another one.
It's a little different, but it's close.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's hilarious.
Okay, all right.
And it has I forget the act, Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Oh, yeah. God, I love. He's so hilarious. He's such a funny human being.
He's a B character, but he's great.
Yeah, he's got those one-liners.
It's an ensemble of characters, and they all have their own personality types, and you go down rabbit holes with every single one of them.
All right, I'm adding Community.
You have to. Community. It's great.
I'm adding Community to the list.
That was one when I started it way back when. I couldn't stop watching it.
Okay.
It was so funny.
I've seen clips of it.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why when you mentioned Chevy Chase, I've seen he's got those quirky one-liners that are so
it can be dry
quotable
at moments, but it's just like The Office. The Office
that type of
really
humor.
dry. It's that type of humor in a certain extent.
I like the with the Parks and Rec. I forget his name, but I think his name is Ron in the show. He's always just dry humor, and it's some of the funniest moments of, hey, let me go get you a burrito. I don't like Mexican international food. It's a meat tornado. You had me at meat tornado. That clip. You guys know which one I'm talking about.
the comedies that are so out of pocket, you never expect what they said.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I love those.
Just comes out of right field every time.
Oh my God, I love it.
So,
old humor.
For me, context. I don't like drama. We talked about this briefly.
You don't?
I don't like drama shows.
I mean, you kind of mentioned it, but
I don't like drama shows. My family members are big anime buffs, and they try to get me to watch. If the anime ain't got fighting in it, I ain't watching it. To the point where Free Rent, which is one of the best animes that's been out there, allegedly, in the first 6 episodes, you didn't give me nothing, I'm out. And I'm not willing to give it another chance. And I just don't. I don't like drama and stuff like. I like action. I'm a big action kind of guy, and I'm a big horror kind of guy. Those are just my things. But freaking Yellowstone.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Dutton Ranch.
I gotta watch it.
And Marshalls. Dutton Ranch and Marshall are the spin-offs. We could not stop. And it's predominantly drama with a few bits of action in it.
Yeah.
I'm locked into the drama. I am rooting for my peeps in Yellowstone. And I want some of these characters are like Beth Dutton. There's a few scenes where she has to defend herself, and she's tricky in the way she does things. She's a very fierce character, but her drama, the way she handles the business world, and how cutthroat she can be behind a desk on some high heels, and I'm not a drama guy, but we watch all of Yellowstone, then we watch all of Dutton Ranch. By the way, I just saw some blinking. Sorry. By the way, F you for stopping the show at 9 episodes. Who the does that? That's not right. That's not right. Give me 10 episodes like you're supposed to. You know who you are. How dare you make the episode 9 the last one? That's not right.
It's getting shorter and shorter.
No, it's not right. It's not right. I appreciate the 1 hour long episodes. It's like watching mini movies every time. I appreciate that. But F you for stopping at episode 9. I'm pissed at that. Hurry up with season 2. And then Marshalls. We're now watching Marshalls. And so the Dutton, the Yellowstone has a large cast. The spin-offs kind of went into 2 different situations. Rip and Beth are my absolute favorite. So Marshalls is Casey and his side. I wasn't really thinking I was going to be into Marshalls. But then Marshall now brings the action because he's a U.S. Marshal. We got military tactics. We got gunplay. I'm loving it. I was not expecting to be that fiercely locked in to a show like Yellowstone, Dutton Ranch, and Marshalls.
After you're done with that, you have to watch The Bear.
You did tell me about The Bear, and I added it to my list. It is there. Once I am done with Marshalls, because
after that,
Marshall season 2 is not coming out yet, and then Dutton Ranch.
Those I didn't think I was gonna like, and I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was hooked. I'm
opening up my horizons because I do have a license in culinary arts. It's a culinary show. I like,
and it's so funny.
But now that I'm into drama, I might.
Well, it's drama.
Well, give it a chance.
It's comedy. It's like a dramedy.
Okay.
So there's a lot of really funny moments. I find myself cracking up and something terrible is happening. Just dying laughing.
So it's in the list. Once I'm done with Marshalls, we're gonna jump into The Bear. I know there's plenty of content for me to consume there.
Yeah, they just released their last season, 5 seasons.
Yeah, because I mean, it also transcended into movies, which is my next question. I know I'm taking up a lot of time, but we got time. It's a rant episode. We're ranting. Let us rant. Yeah. It transcends into movies because I can't remember the name of that movie now, but it has Bradley Cooper, and he is he's trying to achieve his Michelin star.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what this.
When the podcast is over, we got phones.
The Bear is at the whole time is them trying to work.
What's the Bradley Cooper movie where he's trying to become a chef and achieve a Michelin star?
The name of the movie is
Burnt.
Put it on your list. What a movie.
It's good.
What a movie. Put it on your list.
Cool.
Wasn't expecting it like that. There's some movies. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So great suggestions. We're adding stuff to our list. We are evolving our taste buds as we're sitting here.
Yeah.
The last one is, what is a movie, just like the first one, that is completely out of your genre, but you will stand behind it 10 toes?
Ooh, I got it.
Completely out of my genre.
You gotta go.
Got it.
Go.
It's my favorite film of all times. I gotta say, the collection of Indiana Jones and Back to the Future.
Oh, I love Back to the Future.
Back to
That's
back.
easy to stand 10 toes on that. It's easy to stand 10 toes on that. Agree 1,000%.
Yes, I've watched it over and over. I made my sister watch it with me. It's a childhood movie. I'll still watch it.
Oh yeah. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. One of my faves.
So good.
One of my faves. And then as far as Back to the Future, all three.
I've watched Back to the Future so many times.
Fun fact, Back to the Future 3, the hanging scene, he was actually dying.
What?
They didn't strap him up properly. Ooh. He was actually dying.
Oh, I gotta watch it again.
Live. Yeah.
Whoa.
I like watching those videos on YouTube where they show you,
like
things that went bad on the set but made the movie, like
Wizard of Oz. That has a lot.
Wizard of Oz has a few of those. Channing Tatum banging his head against the glass, he split his head open. Leonardo DiCaprio in Django, when he smashes on the thing, he actually sliced his hand and improvised putting the blood on her face.
Was it Jason Statham where he went into the water in the truck?
Yeah. He had to be rescued out of the water. Jackie Chan breaking every single bone of his body in all of his movies.
Tom Cruise when he jumps the building and breaks his leg or something.
That's another one. He breaks his knee, I believe, or something. Yeah, he busted something up.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, when he kicks the helmet, he actually breaks his toe.
Oh yeah, that one I knew.
That scream was real. I love those little things. But that's an awesome suggestion. Definitely, nobody can argue you can stand 10 toes on those 6 movies for sure. Well, 7 because they made another Indiana.
That's the new one.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm literally blanking so hard on the name, but it's one of my favorite comedy movies. It's with Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
And the main character from The Office. What's the actor?
Steve Carell?
Steve Carell.
It's Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling.
Crazy
Stupid Love.
Oh,
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've watched that movie at least like 10 times.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
So fun. I love when he pulls the wall and he just sits there. I'm like,
yeah.
I love that meme. Reference that meme.
I love that movie.
So
that meme is so famous. It's just, it's so.
I love the very end when they all figure out that what's his name is dating his daughter. Goes all the way to Circle.
I love that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying about Ryan Gosling. Take it. Yes, it still has some romance in it, but take him out of his just heartthrob role.
Yeah.
And the dude is amazing.
Yes.
And it might be, I'm sure there's plenty of fandom out there that loves him in his heartthrob role, and nothing against that. But for me, dude, take him out of that role, and his action role was to me one of the most amazing movies I saw as far as action goes. And I love a good action movie. Like, it was so good. Okay, so my suggestion, completely out of my realm, because again, I'm an action guy.
Yeah. Probably a drama or romance.
I guess it is a drama.
He's like, let's talk about Yellowstone.
So it wasn't. Here's the deal. So I play guitar, so I love music, but this instrument I don't really hold much to it. And then the movie itself, I'm like, hey, am I really gonna like it? So I put it on in an airplane, of all places.
I think I know where you're going.
I may know.
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Yes.
I was gonna guess it.
Yes. What?
I was gonna guess it.
It is, if you look at my list of top 10 movies, there's a theme. And Whiplash stands out like a sore fucking thumb. Because in my top 10...
won so many awards.
And I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
By the way, because it's not on my radar at all.
And you watched it on the plane.
And
so
I watched it on the plane.
Yeah.
Girl.
I want to rewatch
This is me on the plane, just...
It's a lot to take in.
It's such a freaking movie, man. Like, that was one of those... just like the first question I asked... where it genuinely surprised me.
Yeah.
To the point where now I'm an advocate for that movie, and I make people watch it. I made my wife watch it. I made my cousins watch it. I made my mother and father watch it. Like, it's just...
It's an experience.
You need to see it.
Yeah.
You need to see
sure.
it. What a movie. And it was completely out of the blue. I'm like, I like the actors. That's the first off. I love the actors in it. So I'm like, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? I'm stuck in a pressurized cabin for 3.5 hours.
True.
Golly. I almost watched it twice. I did. I watched it and I'm like, should I put it again? No, Avengers Endgame, it's fine.
Oh, but it's such a good movie. Plus, it just caught you off guard because you're like, okay, it's music.
Yeah.
But then everything just like, and the accident.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
And then to also choose, and this is just insider information, choose a genre of music like jazz. Because if you listen to jazz and you don't necessarily know about music, jazz just comes along as a nice soft song. But the timing signatures, the compositions, and the way the instruments are played in jazz are unlike any other genre of music. You can't really translate it to the point where if somebody hears a jazz drum beat in another genre, it immediately catches attention. Like, wait, where did that 5/7 time come from? That's crazy. So that was I thought I can't speak enough good things about Whiplash. What a surprise and what a great movie.
Yeah.
But that was my section of ranting.
I love the cinema world.
I can always talk movies.
Yeah.
Talk movies. So.
Yeah, I thought about I was thinking about bringing this to the rant episode. And then yesterday you kind of confirmed it. I'm like, yeah, we need that.
This is a sign.
We need to go ahead.
All right, on to the next topic. So it's not serious, but it's a little different than yours, which was more fun.
Okay.
And entertaining, like you said. Entertainment. So I want to ask have you ever taken a personality test?
Yes.
I have.
And what
well, there's a lot of those out there.
I know there's so many personality tests, but what is a personality test or thing that you look at and you actually can, relate to or take it with and like actually use what the information is saying to understand yourself better.
There was a personality test that I took. God, I wish I remember. It's something to do. It was either the king or the jester, or the king or the pleaser, or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you take a personality test and it puts you in a place where you're closer to the king or you're closer to the jester. Just to use an example, because I can't, for the love of me, think of the proper name of it. And it asks a series of questions. As far as the insight goes, it was, like most of these personality tests, it's just clickbait. It's just for you to have fun and stuff like that. But it did give some results at the end. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. But it gave me some insight on kind of why my personality is the way it is in my personal life. Yeah. Where I've never seen myself as someone who likes to have control. I've especially in this, we're going into psych, bro. You're bringing in the psychology. So. My old man was a very successful lawyer, had his own practice. He did Social Security and private practice in the island of Puerto Rico. Right. I lived under that shadow. So for the most of my life, I just followed along. I'm not saying that in a negative way. He was very, very, very good to me and very good in my life. Nothing but great things to say about my old man. But I would always just follow his lead. Okay. So for the majority of my life, including my adult life, where I was on my own, I was kind of still feeling like I was following his lead. And then taking this personality quiz made me realize that I may still be following his lead, but now there's people standing behind me following me. Right. And that's cool. It opened like I was so forward focused that I never looked back. To realize that there's people following me. Aww, that's cool. And because when the personality test finished, it didn't put me at the king, but it put me closer to the king side than to the jester side. And the rationale was that you're a leader by nature. There's that. I'm reading it, and I'm 40 now. This was when I was in like not even late 20s, 27, something like that. So 13 years ago. It was quite a while ago when I took that test, and I realized it helped me shape from that point on, because it made me realize, like, holy smokes, I'm still in some ways following his lead, right? But I didn't realize that there's now people following me while I follow his lead. That's cool. So that was a really eye-opening experience for shaping my future, especially at that time. I was recently married. I was married for 3 years only. I still didn't have kids or anything like that, but I was running my own little shop while still working in the Social Security office, while at that point, without realizing it, becoming the head of a household.
Yeah.
And it opened my eyes, because what came after that was Hurricane Maria.
Right.
Okay.
So Hurricane Maria, for those who don't know, Puerto Rico got hit by a hurricane. Hurricane Maria devastated the entire island and displaced a lot of Puerto Ricans. Some of them came back. Most of them are still displaced. And by displaced, I mean they just moved to other places. It doesn't. It's not like a war crime or anything like that. It's just we chose to leave the island and go to different places. But Hurricane Maria hit, and he at that point decided, you know what, I'm going to do my own. I'm still going to do the private practice, but I'm no longer going to take on the baggage. And obviously, my paycheck was like, at that point, not secured.
Right.
So having that analysis done a little before that, and realizing that I now have people behind me, it allowed me to step beside him instead of behind him. And I made the move. I took everything I had, I sold it, I moved here, and decided to make a life on my own. But that's one of those a little clickbait BS personality thing that had a far bigger impact than it ever did. I just like when it gave me that analysis of you're still following a leader, you're still following the king, but you haven't realized that there's people following you. That to me was like,
cool.
It's an eye opener. Yeah, it makes you realize a lot of things. That is very interesting.
Yeah, that was for me. Dang it, Austin, wait.
I feel like
you better not charge me $3.50 an hour.
For me personally, I think my personality has shifted as I progressed in life. So when I was younger, I was super introverted.
Okay.
Could not carry out one conversation. And as I grew, got into college, I became more of, a shifter of a personality type, like an introvert, could be an extrovert in some social situations. So how would you say, I know you tend to sometimes lean more towards introverted, and you're more definitely extroverted fully
all my life.
But in social situations compared to a more personal or more of a business situation, do you see your personality type shift in a way that you didn't see coming?
Definitely. For me, whenever I had more or less the same situation, but I came before Maria. So whenever I was going through college, I had this one class that changed my life, psychology.
There it is.
So I got the opportunity to experience what it is a proper personality test. I got the Myers-Briggs test.
Yes, I've taken it.
So once I got that, it was such it was such an essential tool that I didn't know at the moment was gonna be so helpful, and it took me a long way. For reference, I am an INTJ, so all those letters.
I'm an INFJ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now I want to take this test.
Which is actually the rarest personality type.
INFJ. Yes, it is.
What's the test called?
It's called Myers-Briggs.
Okay.
Definitely take it.
I'm gonna put it on my my list.
But when I was in college, they made me take that test so many times.
It's very interesting.
Most of my degree is like a social science degree. It's organizational leadership, but it leans more towards a social science because you're learning how businesses work as a social structure.
Yeah.
So you're learning how people interact with people, bosses interact with their employees.
Yep.
That was my entire degree.
Modern day business, that's more important than just knowing how the business. That will ruin a business before the finances will ruin a business.
I literally had a class in college where we played a board game. For most of the class.
What was the board game?
It was called Forbidden Island.
Forbidden Island. I have it out here.
It's a teamwork building game.
Okay. Yeah.
But we played the game as we were. So we would take our personality test, and we would play the game as if we were that personality.
Okay.
Oh.
And we would change it too. So some people would have to stay quiet sometimes during the game if they were extroverted.
Okay. Shifting. Okay.
And let the introverts take
the lead.
Yeah.
So it was always shifting to see how different personality types would react to certain social structures.
That's so cool.
Absolutely.
Like if the extroverted person wasn't with you then.
How would you react? Yeah.
How does it work for you?
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That was probably like the coolest class.
Oh my God, I agree. So whenever I had the personality test, it's very interesting. Definitely do it. So all the letters stand, like at the very beginning, the I can be an E. So you can be ENTJ. Okay. So introvert, extrovert. And it just basically tells you if you're like an intuitive person, if you plan towards the future, or if you just see the narrow now.
Yeah.
But basically learning more about it as I was at apparently, because I did in college, my personality was like developed. It's just, you know, evolution over time, but that was pretty much what it was going to be set to. So eventually, as I, you know, went out of my way, did more classes, got to explore different careers and jobs, I started, you know, I noticed, I'm like, okay, so I'm an introvert. I need to work on this. Yeah. And of course, aside of podcast and working at my house or with friends, I'm like, and my comfort self is different.
I'm gonna give you a little insight on yourself, because yesterday you came up in conversation. We were talking about videos and stuff that we're doing, and folks were praising you for your videos and for the especially that creative one with the car. And we told them, like, you guys have no idea how introverted she is.
Yeah.
And everyone who didn't know you like we do had no clue.
No, they don't.
To them, you would have been the life of the party anywhere you went.
Yeah, so I'm like, they're like, Angie's incredible. She does such
like, if you only knew how hard she is on herself.
I'm very introvert, but of course, having the personality test and knowing where to work in, and of course, when I started working in real estate, they can attest, they were present on it. Just being in front of the camera, look at me now doing a podcast.
Right.
Yeah. It was so hard, but then I was
that first day.
Oh Lord, yes.
So how are you doing this video? Me? No, you.
It was so hard, but having the personality test made me see where my weaknesses are and work with them. And okay, so I need to do a little bit more of this, do a little bit more of this. These are the things that are my strengths, and these are the things that I need to work on or have somebody to lay on.
You can't fix a problem that you don't know is a problem.
Right, exactly. So whenever I started working, I already had an idea because of the personality test. So, but after I'm done socializing, I get home, I get all cozy up, and
my wife,
comfy burrito.
My wife gets on to me all the time because my ideal night is sitting at home watching movies.
Okay.
She just wants to do activities all the time, which I love activities, but I love to just sit at home and just
recharge.
Be a couch potato.
Just recharge batteries.
Yeah. For me, I always have to be doing something. Yeah. But I have made it, you know, obviously in relationships, there's compromise. So I've made it a point every single night. For the last 2 hours of the day, I am a couch potato and we're watching something. But I'm always doing something. As far as you guys know, I'll leave me in a forest. I'll come out with friends some way, somehow.
Oh yeah.
Like
whether it's a bush or a tree.
I don't care. So I'm gonna have the Trents are gonna be the Lord of the Ring Trents are gonna be coming out with me. I like the social aspect of getting to know folks and speaking to them, and then finding common ground and things of that nature. It's just I've found comfort in that chaos of walking into a room full of people and then just smiling at everybody and whoever sparks a conversation. Because I also don't want to be the, you know, pardon the French, the fucking creepy guy that just goes up to everybody. Hi, my name is Angel. Hi. I don't want to be that guy. But I do. I'll walk in. I'm all smiles, and then if anybody sparks a conversation, you can bet on it that we're going to be there for at least 15 to 20 minutes just talking on whatever. Yeah. And I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy conversations. I enjoy getting to know folks. I enjoy learning about what makes them tick, whether it's on a professional level or on a personal level. It's something that I've been able to use to my advantage for careers. Yeah. And I'm grateful for it. I'm not just... Everybody's always told me, even when I was young, I've always been the same way. It's just, I'll make friends anywhere. I don't care.
He does.
I like it.
I'm almost not completely the opposite because I like conversations, but to a certain extent. Yeah. I don't like small talk. Oh. I hate when someone comes up and carries on something that could have ended
a while ago.
A long time ago.
That happened yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name, but the dude came out and like... You're so random.
And then they'll just...
Take a picture of us. Why?
They'll just stand there next to you until something else they think of comes up to say.
Yeah. This thing. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You could have walked away, dude.
So it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. The other thing I do like to do, this is just me personally, when I have friends who I know are introverts, I always make it a point to go rescue them. When we're in a party situation, and I know I've got a friend that's an introvert, and they came out of their shell to be here, I rush over because I'm a friendly face, so there's no reason to have anxiety over me coming over, and I just run over to them and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'll stick by them, talk to them for a while, and
it's good.
Make sure that they don't feel bad, because I know I don't know what it feels like, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
The social anxiety. Yeah. Oh Lord,
it gets bad.
It does.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Well, so, have you ever heard of the Enneagram?
I've heard of it.
It's insane. People have built a whole cult around it. It's another personality test.
Oh, is that the one that goes with the Pentagon and it's like very...
it's numbers. So you are a number on this. Yeah, and each number means something different.
Have you done it?
I've done it because in college we also were forced to do it. Okay. So
how interesting.
I'm what they call a 9-wing 1, which is a peacemaker and a I'm forgetting the rest of it, but each number is a different.
It categorizes you to more specific.
Right.
Okay.
Adding into the list. What's this one called?
The Enneagram.
Enneagram.
And each number is a different thing, and it also tells you when you're unhealthy in your personality, you're this number, or if you're healthy,
I gotta
you lean
do that.
a little bit to this number.
I like keeping myself in check.
It's pretty cool.
Found the Enneagram test.
Yeah, that's the.
Okay. 9-wing 1 is a perfectionist peacemaker.
Oh. Okay.
I think. Actually, we have phones.
We got technology.
So let me just read you off what the numbers mean real quick.
That is very interesting.
That's cool.
I can honestly probably guess what you two are.
Oh. Ooh. I want to know what your guess is, and then I'm going to take it and see what it gives me.
Okay. So 9 is adaptive peacemaker. Okay, let's start with 1. 1 is strict perfectionist. 2 is considerate helper. 3 is competitive. Why does it rotate? Okay, now I can do it. 3 is competitive achiever. 4 is intense creative. 5 is quiet specialist. 6 is loyal skeptic. 7 is enthusiastic visionary. And then 8 is active controller. And then 9 is adaptive peacemaker.
Oh.
So I'm a 9-wing 1, so I'm a peacemaker and a perfectionist.
Interesting. Okay.
I think, so my guess for you two is I think you're a 3-wing 2, and I think you're a 7-wing 6.
Okay.
Read those.
3-wing 2 is a competitive achiever, considerate helper.
Okay.
And
what's
for
mine?
you, 7-wing 6, enthusiastic visionary and loyal skeptic.
Okay.
We'll do it.
Like,
for next podcast,
next pod is going to have the results. I like that.
All right, so that's it.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Cut. Give me some water, damn it.
Water break. Drink water.
All right.
Okay.
This is a long episode.
What time? Yeah, it's really.
You still got time.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have 2 questions for today.
Okay.
It doesn't go that much into entertainment or the psychological, but at the same time, more of reflection.
That's great, because we got 3 different topics without even trying.
So the question is, what is a skill that you got, through your job that is now part of your everyday life, basically?
This
one's gonna get me in trouble.
Oh yes, you just mentioned it, the introvert,
I just mentioned it. That through my job has helped me so much, being able to communicate well. You know.
Yeah.
And relate to people.
Right. And putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
This one's gonna get me in trouble.
Okay.
Negotiation skills.
Oh.
When I want something.
With the family?
I can negotiate pretty, in my not just with the family, in my personal life in general. When I want something, I can negotiate pretty hard and get it. That's
very nice.
That's it's a blessing and a curse.
that is very nice. I didn't think of that to that level. For me, would be time blocking.
Oh,
so
nice.
the structure in my life versus before, because you're in real estate and photography, you're your own boss. You have to know your schedule, and nobody's gonna come and give you that pat in the hand.
Yeah.
So you definitely gotta be there for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good one. Caveat second place, exactly what you said. First place, negotiation skills. Second place, the time blocking. Golly, that is such a beautiful skill for your personal life. When I can, because it helps, at least for me, tell how much time something will consume. Right. Because my dear wife, love you, honey, has no idea how much time something will take.
Yeah.
And to know, with the time blocking, to know kind of how much time things will consume.
Right.
Gives me that ability to be like a simple example. She wants to go pick up something, at Walmart without the kids.
Yeah.
And then I've got to be in an appointment in an hour. And she thinks, I got a whole hour. I'm like, so first of all, it's 14 minutes to Walmart. Then you're going to get there, find whatever you need to find. God forbid you got a long line to wait in. And then you got 14 minutes to rush back. So unless, and she, typically is not the run in, run out kind of person.
Yeah.
The 1 hour is not going to be enough.
Yeah,
so let me go do my thing, and then when I come back,
it's like
go do
how we
thing.
all have that one friend that you always tell an hour earlier than what the time
you have to lie
is.
to them. You have to.
Everyone has it.
Yep.
Everyone knows that.
When does the party start? 2 for you.
For you.
Yeah, for you at 2 o'clock.
That is very
See you
true.
there at 3.
Oh yeah, so being realistic with time has been a blessing.
But that second one, definitely adds a lot of skill.
Yes.
Definitely.
So for my second question is it's more of a story time. Was something you saw through someone else's eyes, a buyer, subject, client, that changed how you see your own work?
That's a hard one.
I thought for you it might be easier because you make people cry all the time with your beauty.
That's true. I was gonna be like, Austin must have stories.
I can only imagine people scrolling through their wedding pictures and bawling out in tears over your work.
Wait, can you say the question one more time?
Absolutely. So, what is something you saw through someone else's eyes, a client, that changed how you see your own work?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense because I was just thinking of the negative stuff.
No, positive.
No, I'm very critical on the things I do, and every time I see one of my videos, I don't think it's good. And when people tell me that they thought it was incredible, I don't believe them. But I say, oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
For weddings, you get a lot of that because you spend so much time listening to one thing over and over and over again, trying to make it good. You're like, it's still not perfect, but I got to send it to them because they need to see it. And you send it to them, and they're in awe of what you made.
Yeah. It might never be good enough for you, but for other people, it's like, because we're also desensitized of our own work because we're so in repeating mode.
That's true. That's true.
That is.
But that's a big thing for me is I do the same thing mostly over and over again. That it doesn't have much significant value to me anymore.
Interesting.
Watching it back because I've seen it so many times.
But it has such a major impact on there.
It does. Having those memories. That's like. That's literally like their little legacy and storybook.
Yeah, that's huge.
Time capture.
Yeah. For me, it was way back. One of my first transactions. Actually, my second or third transaction. Not too clear. My second or third transaction was for somebody in my sphere of influence who had just had a baby. And, they chose me as a buyer agent. We found a home. We sold them a home. Right. This person was in my sphere of influence, so obviously I'm going to see them again. And when I went to the house and saw them turn it into a home where their new daughter had her own room and they had their own room and the place was decorated, the impact came from the lack of decorations because there's a subject there. They were living in such a confined, tight space in a studio that they didn't have that many decorations to decorate a house.
Yeah.
So when they purchased the home, at least this is me seeing it, from that point of view of like, oh my God, they just went from a studio where you get out of your bed to cook your breakfast right there while somebody's coming out of the bathroom and leaving out the door. It was, a tiny space. And they went from that to now having a home.
Yeah.
And they don't even have yet, now they got it full, but they don't yet have enough decorations to decorate a home.
Yeah.
It felt really beautiful because, like, holy smokes, I helped this.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was one of the first, by the way, this is my third transaction.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's one of those times where I saw the impact. And then, saw while we were there, we were playing board games and stuff. We were playing Dungeons and Dragons and watching the wife have her own kitchen.
Yeah.
And she was preparing food and stuff, and we're all like, so-and-so, you're doing too much. You don't have to do all of that. She was so happy to have her own kitchen.
Right.
Aww.
And she was just cooking like crazy. And the little, their daughter running in and out of her room, grabbing toys and bringing them over. It's those impacts that, from a third party, it doesn't mean anything to you, but when you're part of the transaction, you realize that they just went from a studio where they had no space and had nothing personal of theirs to a home where now they have all of this to enjoy. That was one of those, like, dang.
A home in the making.
Awesome.
That hits.
So nostalgic. It feels, I probably felt good.
Yeah. That hits.
You were
that
part
hits.
of it.
And from there, I treated every transaction kind of the same. Like, I'm literally changing someone's life in one way or another.
Right.
Very, very.
That was a good one. That was a good one for me.
Yeah. So for me, it will be one of my most sort of recent. I had a person that we received an amazing offer. It was beautiful, so clean. And I think it was just a first situation for me. She was being a little hard with the negotiation until, I had to I'm like, okay, I respect your wishes, but before I do, this is the reason this is okay, but you have the last say. I have to respect it. And probably took like a day or two to reply. It's like, yeah, I was just feeling nostalgic. It's just, I feel like I'm letting some part of my mom go.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's
yeah.
rough.
Why you gotta do that?
It really, because I see the process of buying a home like such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But I usually view it as what you were mentioning, like building a home, starting a future, writing your story.
Yeah.
But seeing it from that point of view, this is part of my memories I'm giving away, a story that's going.
Right.
It just gave me I don't know. And I remember I started doing a watercolor on my own. I was like, she doesn't deserve an AI portrait of her home. She deserves something handmade.
That's one of those things that, for me, we moved a lot. Me and my family, by choice. They like to move from house to house. So a house was just a house. Yeah. Sure, we had our space and we made a home out of that house. There was plenty of memories, but it didn't impact me that much. My wife, on the other hand, grew up and raised in the same house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to her, a house is way different than to me. To me, a house is just a placeholder where you make life, and for her, a house is a home where you make memories. And having seen those two different side of views, and now with the loss of my old man, my mother is now going through we're not selling this house under no circumstance. I don't care. And I've said it before, her house is huge for one person. It's a multi-level. It's got four stories, but by being multi-level, so garage, living room, kitchen, master bedroom has its entire floor, and then secondary landing zone with 3 bedrooms. It's a gigantic house for one 80-plus person. Wow. But she will not sell it under no circumstance. She said, no, I am, whether, she's like, whether I die in the hospital or I die on this bed, the deed will be in my name when that happens. Wow. So now I can understand where she's coming from. Yeah. Of like, wow, this is everything to you. This is all you got left.
That's the part of real estate people don't talk about. They don't talk about.
It gets rough.
Oh yeah, no.
It gets rough to hear some of those.
And thank goodness it was all through text. If not, I would have bursted out crying because It's like I'm blessed with having my mom, but I can't imagine what it is to go through that and handle it yourself. It's like,
yeah, I did a house recently where the kids of the person selling the home, they were like sitting on strike. They wouldn't come out of the rooms. They wouldn't let anyone go in to take pictures because they
watched one too many Bluey episodes.
Well, I think it was actually grandkids, but they were older.
Okay.
They were in their 20s.
I say the Bluey thing because there's an episode. The season end of Bluey was he was selling the house, and at the end he took the sign. We're not selling this house.
They didn't want the house to sell, so they just sat and strike, wouldn't let anyone go in the rooms.
It's little things, and even like whenever I go into a home, I pay attention, especially whenever you see the marking on the walls of the kids growing up.
My house has those markings.
Yeah.
My house has those markings of them growing up.
Those little things, like, it really does do an impact on my life.
Nowadays, where Facebook does two great things, telling you how old you are and showing you how much your kids have grown.
Oh, the memories. 13 years ago.
I don't need to see that.
So don't show me.
Pictures of me at like 7 years old.
Oh my God, bro.
I see it, like, oh my God.
Like the other day, it showed me a little picture of, because in Puerto Rico, even in public school, all kids wear uniform. Mm-hmm. And it showed me a picture of my daughter, who is now going to be 12, at 3 years old with her little uniform. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I don't need to see that now.
Oh, that was you don't see that from the outside. You just see, from the outside you see a transaction. There's a lot more that goes into that one simple transaction, no matter who you are or what side you're on. For some folks, it's not. For some folks, it's just get this thing out of here. I got to get to my new one. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of times where there's some impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's everything I brought for today. I hope I didn't make you tear up.
You might have.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, okay. So now it's time for the grand reveal of why we're in this room. So I'm taking over Angie's listing showcase for today. Reason why I'm taking over Angie's listing showcase for today is because the listing that we're going to try, or we're going to bring, is we always bring something unique. And I've done commercial real estate in my past, and I've sold a few businesses. And this is the first time where over the phone and through conversation, my client cannot convey what this space means. And we're going to have a short video because the only way I can make sense of it is to kind of describe it and then just show you the video and you put the pieces together. Yeah. But this is a commercial listing that has 5 businesses attached to it. And the way the owners have created this, it is one giant living, breathing ecosystem that when you try to describe it, it's really hard, but once you see it and once you see the video, you'll understand. So at the very top is the umbrella. From that umbrella, you have 2 things that come down. You have a Popka Florist, and you've got the Bloom Lounge. And from the Bloom Lounge, which is a coffee shop, you now have the creative space that we're using here today, the podcast studio. You also have a content creation room, you have a private office, and you've got a private conference room that are all under a membership program. That membership program feeds into the Bloom Lounge, and the Bloom Lounge will feed into whoever is using this space because it's, the coffee shop that provides coffee. Caffeine is what fuels us for all of these endeavors. On the other side, you have your Apopka Florist. And underneath Apopka Florist, you've got Sweet Juliet, which is a wedding flower rental service. And you also have Crystals, which is all the other things that you need for the wedding. For example, your tablecloths, your plates, your candle holders, all the other equipment that goes into presenting and making a wedding presentation. And all of that is fed into the same umbrella at the top. And what we're advertising is the umbrella at the top. I know it's kind of weird to hear. The video will make it make sense because it is a beautiful, awesome, creative space that these folks have built as a working ecosystem. And until you see the video, it just doesn't make sense. But Austin, please roll the footage.
Roll the footage.
Welcome to Coldwell Banker's newest investment opportunity. This multi-business entity not only shows year-over-year profit and growth, but it has a system that feeds within itself. If you want more information, follow me inside. If not, just keep scrolling. We're gonna start with the shining star of the show. This is Apopka Florist. It's been established for over 47 years. And I know what you're thinking. A flower shop? There's no way it can deliver everything you promised. Let me cook. Entity number 2, Sweet Juliet's. This is a wedding floral rental service that provides all of your floral needs for your big special day. This also feeds into Apopka Florist. Welcome to entity number 3, Crystal's Design Studio, because every big special day needs big special decorations. In this studio, you can truly make your special day as bespoke as you want. Welcome to entity number 4, the Bloom Lounge, because every big special meeting needs some coffee. And here, you can really get some artisanal stuff. Lights, camera, and action. Listen, the Bloom Lounge is far more than just a coffee shop. It also has a professional podcast studio, this massive conference room, this personalized office, all under a customizable membership. So, classes in session, pay attention. You've got Sweet Juliet and Crystal Designs that feeds into Apopka Florist with all of its weddings and special events. You've got the membership that keeps the podcast and the office rentals constantly booked, all feeding into the Bloom Lounge coffee shop, which gives you the BYO investment. That's going to do it for our bonus rant episode. We're going to call it the Super Rant because we went on for a while. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you got any suggestions, leave it down in the comments section. If you're ever in the great state of Florida and need help with real estate or photography, feel free to reach out. But other than that, until next time.